Hey everyone, Fuzz here. I have another compilation of stories for you, most of which are about players putting some strain on their DM with their decision making. It's a lot of fun, hope you enjoy. Game. Stealth is optional for this mission. Me. See image attached. It still counts as stealth if no one lives to tell about it. I guess it does. How to avoid dying in D&D. Say, "Hurt me, daddy," to the DM every time you take damage. And eventually, it'll just so happen that no enemies will attack you. My party is a bard, paladin, sorcerer, and rogue. They are at an inn for the night. I knock at the paladin's door at high moon. Instead of getting up though, he yells, "If it's missing, room 3. If it's on fire, room 1. If it's about your women, room 4. He did it straight-faced. We all had a great laugh. Being a DM in D&D is like Googling good puzzles for toddlers. See, what he's talking about here is players famously either overthink the puzzles or they just miss a key component of the puzzles. Quite often it's because the DM doesn't mention something that in his own head isn't super relevant to the puzzle, but people see things differently. You know what I mean? Like, two people will see one puzzle, and one will put it together by seeing points A and C, and another by seeing points B and D, and it just never translates well. Like, rarely do you ever put a puzzle out in D&D, and someone solves the puzzle the natural way. They usually always find, if you have option A, B, and C to solve the puzzle, they find option D, you know, and you just go, well, that's it, alright, that you did it. Anyway. I apologize for lashing out. One of my players threw themselves in acid when they were fully aware that it was in fact acid. I did not, and still do not know how to deal with that. In the very first D&D game that I ever played, our party was standing right outside the entrance to a dungeon. Part of the area was covered in a red energy field. Inside the red energy field, all of the grass was dead, and right on the border between the area inside the energy field and outside of it, there was a collection of dead animals, insects, and other forest creatures. You know, he's describing as if things have just entered into like the threshold and dropped dead. As we watched, a little bunny came hopping up, hopped into the red energy field, and the moment it entered the field, instantly dropped dead. Guess what one of our players decided to do next? Take a wild guess. It sounds so unbelievable, but I know people who would do that. I know people who would just like, yeah, they'd have faith in the DM. Like, there's this feeling as a player, like, the DM won't end my character over something so trivial, you know. He'll let me test the waters, you know. They never had the experience of putting their hand into a bag of devouring or something and just losing a character. They have that faith still that the DM won't punish something like that's egregiously dumb. But like, every DM has that streak where if someone does something egregiously dumb, they just go, look, I can't justify letting you survive now. It takes all of the danger out of the campaign, you know. And then, goodbye. Larry the Rogue had a bad day. Oh my god, there's a dog in my yard. This is the best day ever. Hello, fuzzy baby friend. Not a dog. Not a dog. Bear. Abort. 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 That's rolling a 1 on a perception check. Enter a dungeon in preparation for some tough fights. Find some monsters, but they all just flee at sight of you. After delving deeper, you find a trading city of monsters underground that is connected to other cave systems in a 2 days travel radius. Everyone seems chill, aside from the token mobsters. Mobsters? Mobsters? There's gotta be a way that they could like hybridize those words. There's gotta be, surely. Especially with like, I know I'm going on a tangent here, but with monsters being called mobs in games like this, surely there's a way you can make mobsters. If you have an idea in the comments for that, just post it for me, please. There's no way my players can mess this one up, right? Kill all of the monsters, OP's players. They 100% can mess this up. Especially if they went into that dungeon for literally any reason that might incriminate the dwellers, which is almost every reason. Have you established a kills equals XP system already? If yes, you're screwed. So I hope everyone's staying safe from the coronavirus, particularly if you're in the major cities and such. Keep practicing your social distancing. If any of you took my advice and started doing tabletop online as a way of staying connected with people without actually seeing any people, then I'm curious to hear what type of platforms people are using. I know Roll20 has been so popular that the Roll20 servers have been lagging like crazy. I wouldn't take the servers lagging the way they are as normal. I know that most of the sites and the various sites that have these online tabletops are improving their servers and fixing the problems. So have a little patience, guys. I'm sure they'll get it all sorted. If you enjoyed the video, a like helps out a lot. A subscribe helps out even more. There are links in the description that you can click. And as always, have a good one.